The thing about the fence, there is a lot of it.
The fence is almost 100% cast iron. They were installed on site in pieces, and the top bar and the finials were actually leaded in place. It was so tight and in such good condition that we determined the best way would be to leave it in place and pull the sections out all in one piece so that we're not disturbing, something that was still in good shape. We have to think carefully where it's going to go because there's so much of it here.
We have it pretty much all primed. One of these is probably 1,000 pounds, if not a little bit over. Easiest way to work on a lot of things is having them suspended a little bit in the air just so we can maneuver it to where we can see every angle to make sure everything's put back together correctly.
There are 28 sections, am I right? Yes, there's 28. I had to think about that a minute. 28 sections of fence, yes. Yeah, the gates would be additional to that. So there are 4 sets of gates, so there are 8 leaves, gate leaves.
The fence, having been assembled 200 years ago, thereabouts, has had untold layers of paint on it and rust and lots of dirt. Nobody until now really understood how it was put together.
Structurally, it's an interesting problem because something that's that long over the course of a day with temperature fluctuations will expand and contract. So in reality, the top actually dilates in and out over the course of the day, and accommodating that movement has been a challenge and has actually been the focus of a lot of repairs so far. People have kind of glued it together, patched it, welded it, bolted it, done all sorts of things.
There were some casualties over the years in the way they were connected to each other. So right now we are currently notching it to add on a new brace, so it's a lot more stable than what was once there.
If you think about the weight of one of those iron gates, the hinges are massive and the posts that support the hinges are even more massive, and the posts come in pairs. Removing those from the site was deemed too heavy and perhaps too destructive to the historic fabric. So while we could remove infill panels, gate panels, window gratings, we decided to leave the gate posts in place, sandblast them on site and paint them on site, do the repairs on site, just because of their sheer weight.
Being 200 years old, we didn't actually have modern steelmaking as we know it today. To make something beautiful and ornamental, of course it would be a casting.
A lot of the issues that castings have over the years is that most of them were made a little bit impure. There were little crevices and things in the whole pattern making process. A lot of this stuff is really just a result of that kind of 200 years worth of weather on it. This one was our kind of big problem child with the gate. It had a huge stress fracture going through the middle bar. And the way we fix that is by notching out a little piece of the bar and then basically bolting both sides together so it pieces it together and should last for a pretty long time.
Some of the sections actually need little if any work, but then some of them need a lot of work. Those sections will take days, whereas some of the sections will just take a matter of hours. So just very little on some and a lot on others. We're kind of taking each one as it comes